Welcome to the night class. Today we're doing lesson 7-2. We're multiplying polynomials. What we're about to do, we're going to do over and over again a bunch of different ways. It does not matter to me which way you do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you probably, let me see here, we got 1, 2, 3, there's like four or five different ways to multiply. Okay, so the first one we're going to do here. Hey, oops, I guess it helps if I click on the pencil. There we go. All right, so part A. We have x plus 2 times x plus 5. Okay? So watch how I do this. This is one option. Okay? You can separate this. I want you to understand, you need to multiply this term by the whole thing. Yeah. And then you need to multiply this term by the whole thing.
I wonder how to do that.
Okay? So, the way I write it, I'll write first, we're going to have x times x plus 5 plus 2 times x plus 5. Okay? Everybody see how I did that?
Yes, sir.
X times x plus 5 plus 2 times x plus 5. And then you just simplify. Okay, so that's x squared plus 5x plus, here we'd have 2x plus 10. And you add any like terms that you may have. In this case, we have 2x and 5x are alike. So they make what? 7x. So my final answer is x squared plus 7x plus 10.
Coach, that was beautiful.
Okay? That is one way of doing it. It's just basically just doing the distributive property twice. Okay? Another way to do it is to do it vertically. Okay? Excuse me. So we're going to, when I say vertically, like y'all remember doing like 13 times 2, right?
Yeah.
And you do, 3 times 2 is 6. And then, okay? So you can kind of do that the same way here. X plus 3 times x minus 4. All right? You can write it like that and still do the same thing. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Do y'all remember when you went to do the next one what you had to do at the bottom? Do y'all remember that?
Drop it.
Drop it, add it, drop it, add it. What?
Oh, add a 0.
Add a 0, very good. To hold the place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, x times 3 is?
3x.
3x. And then x times x is?
2.
X squared. And then you add them up. So x squared minus x minus 12.
You found another cure for cancer.
That is another way you can multiply polynomials.
I think I might do A.
Okay. We got 3 more ways to go. So
Coach.
don't hold your, well, 2 more ways to go. So don't pick now. Wait till you see all of them. All right. I think there's 4 or 5. I think there's 4. Everybody good on example 1?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do
I just have one question though.
another one, sir.
Why is your math not in the museum?
Why is my math not in the museum?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoa, that's way too big.
Yeah. That's like for people that cannot actually see. Miss Buckley.
All right, that'll work. So here, again, same 2 ways, okay? We would say x times what?
No, 2.
Times x plus 2 plus 8 times what?
X plus 2.
X plus 2 is what? All right, distribute. It'll be x squared plus 2x
8x
plus 8x plus
plus
16.
Yeah.
Add your like terms here in the middle.
That'd be
X
10x.
squared plus 10x plus 16.
Your glasses on.
See best, man. You put one like WD-40 on. Something.
I agree with him, Coach.
That's true. Or the person sitting in it could not just sit there and shake it over and over again. That would work too.
Well,
Just saying. Just saying. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. See,
You barely
if
moved
you
it,
listen,
doesn't
listen. Nothing. Now,
See?
it only squeaks when he
You
wants it
moved
to
it
squeak.
on like 1 inch.
All right, part B. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do where we stack them on top of each other. Okay? We're gonna make it where we stack them on top of each other. 1 times negative 5 is, what's 1 times negative 5?
4. No, 6.
You're multiplying.
6.
You're multiplying.
Positive 5.
Negative 5.
Oh my.
1 times x is x.
I'm so dumb.
No.
Hold your spot. X times negative 5. Negative 5x. X times x. X squared.
Yeah, I like the other.
Add them up. I'm going to move the answer over here so I have room. X squared. X minus 5x is negative 4x and minus 5. Okay? Any questions? Everybody's good? Some people like one over the other, and that's fine. Okay? I will never make you do it a certain way.
Which way do you like it the best?
We haven't got to the way I like the best yet.
Is there a shortcut by any chance?
Not really. They're all about the same. Okay?
Can you plug it into the calculator?
You cannot just plug it into the calculator because it has variables.
I mean, that is
All right.
that's a good.
So let's try example 2. This time, we're going to use what's called, and I think you've heard this before, FOIL.
Yeah.
Okay? FOIL stands for, yeah, everybody remember what it stands for? First,
No.
outer,
Inner.
inner, and last.
That's the only
Y'all remember doing that? Okay?
That's the only thing I
And what does that mean? That means every, and you can only do this, by the way, when you're multiplying 2 binomials. So see, that's a binomial and a binomial. You can't use this if you don't have 2 binomials.
Can we just put that
Okay.
in the calculator?
You cannot. She just asked that. So,
Me? No, me.
Her.
Me. Why'd you put at me?
I just, that's what it hurt. All right, so
Imagine things.
2x right here. The first terms. What is the first term of the first parentheses? 2x. What's the first term of this parentheses? X. So I multiply the first terms. That makes 2x what?
2x over 2.
Squared.
Yeah.
Okay?
That one.
Then I do the outer. So what are the outer terms? What terms are on the outside?
-3.
2x and what? And 5. So what's 2x times 5? 10x. Then you do the inside terms. That's these two. Negative 3x. And finally you do the last term. So that's negative 3 and 5 make negative 15. And then you add your like terms again. 2x squared. 10 minus 3 is 7x minus 15. Okay? That is called the FOIL method. Okay? And generally that's the one I use, by the way. Somebody asked me what my favorite was. But the great thing about it is they all work. So it doesn't really matter which one. As long as you like it and are good at it,
I should
use
use
it.
this one.
okay? Everybody good on that one? Let's try another one.
We're all going to choose the first one because we know that one.
Same thing. Gonna do FOIL on this one. Extra example. Extra examples are always a little bigger. I don't know why. All right.
So people in the back can see.
So
Yeah.
Old people with glasses.
first term, 2x and x. Yes. So what's 2x times x? 2x squared, okay? Outside, remember, FOIL, right? So we did the first one. Outside would be 2x and negative 3. They're on the outside.
Negative 6x.
That's negative 6x, okay? Inside would be 3 and x, which is 3x, okay? So 3 times x, and then last are the last terms. So 3 and negative 3, that would make negative 9. And then once again, you add up your like terms, if there are any. Sometimes there won't be any. Most of the time, however, there is. Negative 6x plus 3x is negative 3x minus 9. Okay? Everybody good on FOIL? All right. The fourth way to do it, they're going to ask you to use a table, believe it or not. And I think I actually did these out of order. I think I should have done the table first, but it doesn't matter. It'll still work. Example 3. We're going to make a table. Okay? Have any of you done Punnett squares in science? Yes. Okay? Very similar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a table. Just like that. Okay? Looks like a little window pane. On the top, I'm going to put one of my binomials. X and negative 3. Okay? On the up and down, I'm going to do the other one. X and negative 6. Everybody with me so far? And then you fill out your chart, your table. Okay? So in this box, we're going to do x times x. X squared. Would be x squared. Everybody see how I'm doing that?
Yes.
This box would be the negative 3 and the x would be negative 3x. This box is going to be the x and the negative 6, which would be negative 6x. And last but not least, this box would be the negative 3 and the negative 6, which make 18. And then the same process. If you have any like terms, you add them up. So this would be x squared, negative 6x and negative 3x make negative 9x and a positive 18. Okay?
Why don't you go teach like college?
Maybe one day. I got to go to college to teach more college.
Huh?
I got to go to more college to teach more college.
You
College.
can't,
To teach college, I have to go to more college.
you can't teach college after you're 50 though.
Sure you can.
No, you can't go to college.
Sure you can. Who told you that?
You can just go.
You go to college whenever you want to.
Are you going to?
You
though?
can go. One dead guy.
What'd you touch?
The one dead
Yeah,
guy.
well,
I got
Like,
signed before.
college graduates?
Probably.
45 years
Maybe.
old.
All right.
Finally
Good
get
old
his
man.
Part B.
He's been working.
What are we gonna put on top? Y'all help me out.
2x,
2x and what?
1,
2x and 1. Plus 1 if you want to. And then over here, we're going to put what?
3x, negative 5.
3x and negative 5. And then you fill out your table. What's 3x times 2x?
Probably are 6x.
6x squared. X times x is x squared. Okay? 3x times 1 is 3x. 2x times negative 5,
Negative 10x.
negative 10x. And 1 times negative 5 is
5.
negative 5.
Negative.
I don't know, 5.
Negative.
We have two like terms right there, so we add those up. So my final answer is 6x squared minus 7x minus 5.
Wow.
Everybody good?
You know what times them if they're
No.
I'm sorry now?
times what?
Negative
No.
10x.
No, they're like terms. We're adding. Okay? Any questions on that? All right. Example 4.
Do not say that out loud. Do not do that.
Please don't put me on my arm.
Do I need do another table one, or are y'all good?
We're good.
Okay, we'll see.
Will these have fractions by any
It's
chance?
possible, but I doubt
Good.
it. Okay,
I'm trying to get
so
I'm gonna shoot.
fatality.
Fatality.
can we do foil on this one?
No.
Why can we not do
Because
foil?
there's only 4 boxes.
Because it happens.
Because remember, to do foil, they have to be two what? Two binomials. This is not a binomial. It's a what?
Binomial.
It's a trinomial. Okay? So FOIL method is out, but thankfully the other three methods, the table, multiplying, just distributing, or doing the vertical, all that's still on the table. Get it? Yeah, you can still do vertical. All right? So I'm going to do this problem all three ways.
You're gonna do it all
Okay?
through?
I'm going to say the same problem all three ways just to show you we get the same answer. Okay? So the first one I'm going to do is vertical. X squared minus 3x minus 2 and x plus 5, and we're multiplying these, okay? I don't like, the only thing I don't like about this way is, you know, you're supposed to put your little times here, and I don't want you to confuse that with an x, okay? So just be careful doing that, all right? So 5 times negative 2.
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
I didn't know where I was at.
5 times negative 3x.
Negative 13.
That'd be negative 15x. You almost made me write the wrong thing. 5 times x squared. 5x squared. Gonna leave a space, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. X times negative 2x. X times negative 3x. Negative 3x squared. And x times x squared is x to the third. So add these up. We get x cubed plus 2x squared minus 17x minus 10. And it is in order. Very good.
Put them in order too.
You always need to write your answer in standard form. Okay? So that's the vertical way of doing it. All right. If we wanted to do the table, we can, but your table's going to be a little bigger because it's not a 2 by 2 anymore. It's a 2 by what? 3. Okay. So x plus 5 here, x squared minus 3x minus 2. So this way we're doing the table, but it's the same process, okay? X squared times x is x to the third would go in that. X times negative 3x is negative
3x to the square.
3x to the second, 3x squared. X times negative 2, negative 2x. 5 times x squared, 5x squared. 5 times negative 3x, negative 15x. And 5 times negative 2. And then again, you find your like terms and make sure you add those up. Okay, so my final answer would be x cubed. 5 minus 3 is still 2x squared. Negative 15 and negative 2 make negative 17x, and then minus 10. Same answer we got when we did it this way.
Miss Danielle, do you have a checkout?
Last but not least, we just distribute x minus, or plus 5, excuse me, times x squared minus 3x minus 2. And all I'm going to do is distribute, okay? I have to do it to the whole thing, though. So what's x times x squared?
Can you go Trinity?
X to the second.
X, not to the second. X cubed. X times negative 3x is negative 3x squared.
Negative 2x.
X times negative 2 is negative 2x. That takes care of the x. Now I have to do all that again, but I got to multiply it by what? 5. So 5 times x squared, I don't really have enough room over here, so I'm just going to come under it. So that's going to be positive 5x squared. Five times negative 3x is negative 15x. And 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Add all of them up. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 17x minus 10. Again, same answer that I got doing it the same way the other way. Any questions? Everybody good?
Yes.
All right.
You all right?
Hope these examples help you at home. We'll see you next time. And as always, stay above the line.